That single question is a lit match in a room full of incense, because once you ask it, you can't unsee what comes next. The hierarchy, the fear, the invisible permissions, the sacred paperwork. Today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're unmasking the throne god and tracing how ancient systems built a celestial bureaucracy to make human obedience feel divine. Welcome to Unmasking the Gods. If you're new here, this channel isn't interested in comfort, it's interested in the mechanism, the hidden architecture behind myths, scriptures, and institutions that learn to speak with the voice of heaven. So if you value investigative myth, forbidden history, and the kind of questions institutions were built to suppress, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who still thinks belief is the same thing as truth. Now, let's begin. In the 2nd century, something dangerous began to spread through the Roman world. Not an army, not a plague, a question, whispered like contraband in candlelit rooms. A question so corrosive to empire and church, it had to be labeled a disease. What if the God on the throne isn't God? This question doesn't just challenge belief, it challenges structure. Because every system built on obedience depends on the assumption that authority is legitimate. Remove that assumption, and the system trembles. The moment you question the highest authority, all authority becomes questionable. Gnostic movements were not unified. They disagreed, diverged, evolved, but they shared one destabilizing idea. Salvation does not come through obedience, it comes through knowledge. Gnosis, not belief, not submission, but direct knowing. No priest required, no institution needed, no permission slip from heaven signed on earth, and this is what made them dangerous. Because knowledge cannot be centrally controlled once it spreads. An obedient population can be managed. An awakened one cannot. Obedience maintains the system, knowledge dissolves it. Gnostic myth introduces a fracture in reality itself. The Demiurge, a creator figure who builds the material world, but is not the ultimate source. In some texts, he is blind, in others arrogant. A cosmic craftsman who mistakes his jurisdiction for total authority, a bureaucrat god. And if this idea is even possible, then the visible order of the world, its laws, its structures, its hierarchies, may not reflect ultimate truth, but a system maintained by a lesser power. If the authority you serve isn't the source, then your obedience is misplaced. Now follow the implication. If the Creator is not ultimate, then the world itself may not be ultimate. It may be structured, managed, contained, a kind of enclosure. And the institutions that claim divine endorsement may not be guiding you. They may be managing you. Not shepherds, but wardens. What feels natural, inevitable, unquestionable may actually be designed. What appears as reality may be a system built to contain it. This is where theology becomes political. Early Christianity was not yet an empire, it was fragile, forming. It needed structure, consistency, authority. It needed people to trust the visible church as the authorized interface with the invisible God. Bishops, priests, doctrine, canon. A system that could scale, survive persecution, and eventually partner with empire. Gnosticism threatened all of that because it removed the middle layer. If anyone can access the divine directly, then no institution can monopolize it. This was not just heresy, it was a direct threat to social order. Because when access to truth becomes personal, institutions lose control. Gnostic texts speak of Archons, rulers, forces that maintain ignorance, that keep the soul asleep, whether literal or symbolic. The pattern is familiar. Systems that shape perception, control memory, define identity. Because control does not require chains, it requires belief. What is indoctrination, if not the management of memory? What is propaganda, if not the enforcement of a single story about who you are? And who gets to tell you? The Archons become more than myth. They become a model, a way of understanding how power operates. The most powerful prison is the one you don't know you're in. To stabilize power, you must stabilize meaning. This is where canon is formed. A canon is not just a list of books, it is a border. A line that says, this is truth, that is not. It defines reality by exclusion. Gnostic texts crossed that boundary. Too many interpretations, too many layers, too much ambiguity. Ask yourself, who benefits? Who defines reality? Who controls meaning? Control the story, and you control the world. This isn't just about the 2nd century, it's about systems that still exist, systems that shape your perception, define your identity, and tell you what is real and what is not. The Gnostics didn't leave behind a single doctrine. They left behind a method, a way of seeing, a way of questioning, a refusal to mistake the manager for the source, a refusal to worship the system that defines your limits. Because the most enduring prison is not built from stone. It's built from symbols, from stories, from invisible architectures of authority that feel natural because they were designed to. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And the first act of rebellion is to remember.